Hey, what is going on, Madden family? Madden 19 news. Mutt 19 news. Let's cover it. You guys probably, maybe you've seen it already. I don't know what you guys watch or read or do. But we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it just a little bit here. And give you guys my take, more importantly. You guys know how to read, I hope. So you guys can go back and read. So the biggest thing, in my opinion, coming in, is the way power-up sets are changing, right? So essentially the breakdown is that now you can power up cards using training points, which is different, and you get it by, it says quick selling cards. Maybe there's some other way. Maybe you can earn them. Who knows? And then you'll be able to power cards up, power cards down. When you power cards down, like if you had to put a card into it, you had to put like say 98 Eric Berry. Right, I had to put 98 Eric Berry into the set to get 99 Eric Berry. If I say I don't want that Eric Berry anymore, I can power him down. I get my 98 back. But what you do lose is the cost of actually the upgrading with whatever these training points are. You can pick chemistries on cards. You can pick abilities on your cards, which is based on overall. So it seems like obviously the higher overall you're going to get, you're going to probably start to hit tiers where you can pick an ability. Maybe at 99 you can pick 2 abilities, something like that. We don't know. But it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, and it looks like it's a brand new interface. You guys can actually see a lot from the interface here. How the MUT level has sort of changed a little bit. The overall sort of changed. We've got training now up here covering stuff. You can add a scheme chemistry slot, which seems to essentially be that every card comes with a team chemistry, right? And then you get to add whatever it is. And I think just adding or picking whatever first chemistry you want on a card, it appears to be free, which is a great thing because now we can do good things with cards. But when a card is powered up, it's still going to be NAT. That is fine because you can, break it down, I guess is the best way to sort of describe it. And you guys can sort of go through the rest of this yourself. But I think this is a great addition. It's something we were dearly missing this year, and I'm glad that it's been added in. There's a couple other things we can sort of see here as well, that we got maybe some new chemistries. We got BO, which is balanced offense, ZR maybe zone read, GDs go deep, WCs maybe West Coast. So we're getting a little different stuff, a little different chemistries this year. Like even here we can see that Balanced O is +1 catching and impact block. Then tier 2 is carrying and play action. So you're going to be able to tailor your team the way you want to play. It's very cool. It's very cool. And you can change the chemistry at any point. It's not locked in. Very cool. Now the next thing sort of coming was talked about before. It's solo battles. And what it is essentially, there's 13 games in a week. You get to play the solos. And from there you get a score. You can't replay the solos. You can't repeat the solos. Once you play a solo, it's done. You want to get the highest score possible. There's reward tiers, very similar to Weekend League. We don't know what the reward tiers are yet exactly, or what the rewards are yet. But this seems like it's something that's very good. There's a couple things that they mention in here that your team could be picked. Like your actual MUT team could be picked to be in a solo battle. Pretty cool. That's bringing something back that was in, I think, Madden 25 when we had weekly challenges against the community. Definitely cool. But it looks like there's going to be, I read it earlier, like difficulty modifiers to help your score, right? Maybe using a lower overall team to win. Stuff like that is going to be helpful. So, it's good for the solo players. It's good for the non-solo players. For someone like me, just because I don't play a lot of solos doesn't mean I'm not really good at them. Because I am. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do very well. I'm going to do very well at it. But very curious to see what the rewards actually are. We see here that there's like a progress. There's a difficulty bonus, a user skill bonus, game result, game complete. Your score right here. Whatever this all means. So it looks like from this one solo, someone got 7,500 points. Pretty good. And as you see that there's actually a ranking progress, you go from rookie to pro. That's probably how it's going to at least determine your rewards rankings outside of the top 100, if that makes sense. So you can get to the tiers probably. Next, squad challenges, where it's essentially CPU games against squads. You and your buddies, whoever they may be, you can play them. They're going to be a weekly thing. You can repeat them. They're supposed to be good rewards. We'll see really how much it is, right? What the reward really is. And a couple other super important things. Something that we needed so badly are these sort of variable positions, right? Where we can add cards to our team in the depth chart, but they don't really always make sense. Like, I play and I want my chemistry for Von Miller, but I don't want him to play linebacker. I want him to play end. So now I could put him at this rush left end, rush right end, rush defensive tackle, slot cornerback, sub linebacker, whatever it may be, right? So you're going to get those players in the right position, so you're not going to have to do substitutions, but it's on there. It's good. But part of that is negated now, too, since we're not going to have to necessarily worry about your depth chart because we're changing the way chemistry is working. There are now 25 slots on offense, 25 slots on defense for your team, and all of these pieces count towards your chemistry. So if you have a motivator like I do, Donald Penn, right now, I got to start him to get chemistry. Next year, I won't have to start him. He can be left tackle too, so I never have to sub him in and out. That is great. I love it. And it's the same thing for defense here, the positions as well. You see that we lost a few positions. With depth, right? We can't have 3 free safeties. We can't have 2 strong safeties. We can't have 3 right linebackers, 3 left linebackers, 3 ends. So we're losing some spots on the actual team, but everyone is counting towards chemistry. And what that then means is that chemistry is going to take more points to get to each tier. It makes sense that way. It's good that way. It's a bit of a byproduct, but for me, for someone who has to do a lot of in-game subs, very, very happy about this, because now my team can actually look the way I want it to look on the screen. But that's it. Very important. I'm going to be at EA Play next week. I'm going to talk to Jake Stein, and I'm going to get you guys some information. I promise I get you guys some information. I don't know what, but I'm going to get it. Jake, if you watch this, I'm coming for you, buddy. I'll see you next week.